good, y'all? What's going on? Hope everybody enjoying this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully you had a productive day. Um, yeah, man. I got a lot done today. I'm proud of myself. Didn't get everything done I wanted to get done, but I got a lot of shit done. Hopefully y'all did the same. Yeah, man. Episode 2, man. Starting off the new year right, man. New fiscal year. New fiscal year. I'm one of them people, y'all. Dickie Foster. Is that Dickie Foster? What's good, Dickie? I want to hear some good news, Dickie. I want to hear some good news, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. Um, but yeah, y'all. Hopefully, I'm one of them people, y'all, that just I don't really, I don't really subscribe to the New Year, resolutions and all that. I mean, most people, myself and most people that I know in the past, you don't stick to that shit, man. It's some stuff you do, some stuff you don't. But for the most part, it doesn't matter what year you're in, right? These are things that year in, year out, month, week, minute, it don't matter. You should be doing it, right? So if your New Year resolution is to lose weight, why are you waiting till the new year to do it? You could have started last year. If your resolution is to get more money, get your credit straight, get a house, get a car, whatever it is, get a new job, start a business, whatever the hell you're trying to do or your goal is, why wait till the start of the fiscal year to do it? Now, in some instances, it does make sense to do that, right? Because some people, they get your tax return. Maybe you need some, a couple thousand, do what you need to do. So that makes sense. But me personally, it's a bunch of bullshit. Most people I know that, oh, my New Year resolution is to do this and that. They don't ever do that shit. They don't ever do it. They start, but they don't stick with it. So, uh, yeah. But today, y'all, I want to talk about something that it's very important. It's important to me, and it should be important to you. It should be important to everybody, man, woman, and child. Tony in the building. Salute. What's good, player? Yeah. You gonna like this one, Tony. You gonna like this one. So today, I want to talk about boundaries, right? Do you have boundaries set in place, right? Um, to me, this is something that I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm always honest with y'all. I didn't establish boundaries until I say my late 30s. I know some people that had boundaries. I didn't know what they were. If you try to explain it to me, I wouldn't even know what the hell you talking about. But looking back on my life, y'all, I knew people that they had boundaries in play. I would say even in my 20s. And these type of people, I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. These type of people, most people don't like. They don't have too many friends. They don't have too many associates. They don't hang out. They're not on the scene and the center of attention. They pretty chill, laid back people. They stay to themselves, right? Um, but most people that I knew like that, especially in my early 20s, my younger years, right? Um, Other people, my peer group or whatever, just in social group and shit, they really didn't get along with them, and they were considered assholes, right? Um, in my opinion, right? I don't view them as being assholes. And not because I have boundaries set in place now, but just having the maturity that I have now and looking back on my life, thinking about all the shit that I went through, right? A lot of that stuff wouldn't have been an issue if I would have had boundaries set in place. This is not something that's really up for debate if you want to have a peaceful life and be productive and be successful, right? This is something that's pretty much mandatory, especially nowadays, right? Things are a lot different now than when I was younger, right? I'm an 80s baby. So a lot of the technology, a lot of the resources, a lot of the things that exist now weren't present when I was younger, right? A lot of the resources. This platform is one. They didn't have platform. It wasn't even a YouTube, right? When I was younger, shit, you go back to my childhood, you didn't even have the internet. Clifton, what's good? Salute, salute. But yeah, you didn't even have the internet, right? So there were certain things that just it didn't exist, so it wasn't a thing back then. But now with social media, uh just you got all these different podcasts, you got different platforms, so it's a lot of information out here, right? That's easily accessible, that wasn't easily accessible when I was younger, right? Especially in my, like, I say my late 20s, early 30s, right? Yes, the internet was out, yes, YouTube was popping, but platforms like this one, or channels like this one, platforms like Shogun Unlimited, they didn't really exist. And if they did, I didn't know about them. The algorithm wasn't pushing them my way. You feel me? So now, right? Um, my stance on it, y'all, is I'm to the point now, I don't even know how to live without having those boundaries in place, right? Because I know what the alternative is, because I've lived it, right? So today, I definitely want to talk about boundaries, right? Do you have them? Are they in place, right? Are you enforcing them? It's steps to this shit, right? So, well, let's start from the beginning, y'all. If you don't, let's say you don't have boundaries in place, right? You don't even know what I mean when I say boundaries, right? What does the word boundary mean? What is a boundary, right? Um, Boundaries, let's use sports for instance, right? Most of us are familiar with basketball and uh, basketball terminology, right? So if you inbound the ball, right, or the ball goes out of bounds, right, there's a line that must be crossed. I'm sorry, y'all. There's a line that must be crossed, right? Once that line is crossed, there's certain consequences, right? So in basketball, if the ball is inbounded, right? Somebody has to be on the outside of that perimeter and they have to inbound the ball, right? Now, if that ball is in, once that ball is in play, right? If it goes outside of bounds within that possession, right? It's a consequence for that, right? It's a penalty. It's a consequence for that. So it's the same thing in life. J Bo, what's good? Oh, the faith is coming. I know y'all miss me, man. I miss y'all too, man. Miss y'all too. I've been going through hell, y'all, but hey, that's what men do. Men at work. I'm working. I'm working. They can't stop greatness. But it's consequences, right? There's penalties, consequences. They mean the same thing, right? When this happens, right? So uh I use that analogy because I know that most of us, we believe, even if we didn't play professional basketball, we at least watch it, right? So you'll get that analogy. Now, transition and apply that to your life. Think about your life, right? And I'm talking about from a child up until however old you are today. Mad Doctor in the building. What's good, player? OG. Um, so think about your life, y'all. Think about your entire life, right? Think about from your childhood up until the day, right? Think about all of the messed up situations, right, that you put yourself in, or situations that you allowed others to put you in, right? All because what? You didn't have boundaries in play. And even if you did have boundaries in place, were you standing 10 toes on them? Were you enforcing those boundaries? This is something that The youngins, I definitely want the young men to understand, overstand and understand, but even more importantly, the older men, right? The OGs, right? Because you got a lot of old heads, you know, people my age and older, they still haven't established boundaries. And if they have established them, they've been letting people walk all over them boundaries back and forth. You can't even see the line no more. The people done walked over them boundaries so much, disrespecting about you can't even see that white stripe no more. So it don't even look like it's there. So at the point when you decide to put your foot, hey, I told y'all that they looking like, excuse me, who you ain't no boundary, right? You don't see that white line, but no. Then you look down, you realize, damn, I can barely see the white line. Exactly. Exactly. So if you don't have boundaries in place, right, you have to set those boundaries. Now, setting the boundaries is the easiest part. That's the easiest part, is to set the boundaries, right? The hardest part, in my opinion, in my experience, y'all, might be easier for y'all, I don't know. The hardest part for me is not enforcing it, right? But because this is the thing. It's not difficult for me to enforce my boundaries, right? The difficult thing is getting others to not respect the boundaries, because if you don't have to respect my boundaries. That's you have free will from God. You can do whatever the hell you please, right? But if you cross this white line, now you on my side, right? So there's certain things that you can and cannot do. Just like when you inbound the ball, right? You got it in your possession. You can't travel, you can't double dribble. These are the rules, right? If you want to play the game. If you don't want to play by the rules, guess what? You can go sit your ass on the bench or go sit up in the stands with the crowd. And everybody accepts these boundaries, right? Nobody questions it. They don't get mad. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be the same way in life. As a man, we have to set boundaries, right? And now I'm gonna explain to y'all why I say that and why it's so important, right? In my personal life, me not setting boundaries, right, caused me to lose money, lose time, lose resources, lose friends, lose family, lose relationships, lose friendships, lose business partners, right? It has cost me dearly not establishing those boundaries and enforcing them, right? So I'm telling y'all, when y'all really think about y'all life, right? When you really think about it, a lot of the situations that we put ourselves in, they go left. Why? Because we don't set and enforce those boundaries, right? And we gotta do that with everybody. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your children, your spouse, your baby mama, your chick on the side. I don't give a damn who it is. Super fresh, salute, salute. I don't care who it is, y'all. You gotta establish those boundaries. And you gotta stand 10 toes on them. Now, what happens is when you don't have those boundaries in play, people can walk all over you, right? They can come in whenever they want. They can leave whenever they want. They just do. But you have to set the tone with those boundaries. Hey, look, uh, I'm unavailable from 9 to 5. That's a boundary. Paul Johnson, what's good? Salute, salute. That's a boundary, y'all. That's a boundary. So that means from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., don't call me, don't text me, don't come to my house, don't email. No communicate. I don't give a damn what's going on. Because if you're about to die and you need medical assistance, my phone number shouldn't have been the one you called. That's way more digits than you had to press. Because the only 13 that you had to press was 911. And they can give you all the assistance you need. What you need, you need the fire department, you need ambulance, you need EMS, what you need. Because I can't get to you, I'm busy. Now, a lot of people be like, well, damn. But especially if you're in your latter years And you're now establishing those boundaries and enforcing them. A lot of people gonna have an issue with that. A lot of people gonna have an issue with that. Well, dang, you any other time I call you at 12 o'clock and things have changed, baby. Now, if they truly care about you and they truly respect you, they're gonna respect those boundaries. All the men that I associate with, we all have our own boundaries. I can't call Shogun whenever I want. I mean, I can do whatever the hell I want to do, but that don't mean he gonna answer. I can't call Big A whenever I want. I can call him if I want, but guess what? That don't mean he gonna answer. They can call me whenever they want, but that don't mean I'm gonna answer. We all have boundaries, right? We all have boundaries, and we all enforcing them. You have the enforcement of it is the most important thing, because if you let it slip once, you let it slip again. If you slip once, you slip again. You gotta enforce them boundaries, right? And you have to figure out what your specific boundaries need to be to benefit you, right? So my boundaries might be a certain time frame out of the day that I'm unavailable, right? Or it could be that on Saturdays I like to go golfing or some shit, right? Or maybe y'all like to go golfing, or you watching the game. Now, it might not seem like it's important to somebody else. Who gives a damn? My boundaries are important to me, right? It could be, hell, borrowing money. My limit is $500. So you may come to me for $100, but guess what? Somebody just hit me up for $450. So I ain't got $100 for you. I can give you $50. That's my boundary. My cutoff is $500. That's the allotment of money per month or week or whatever that I can afford to lend out or give away. I'm not going beyond that. These are the boundaries that we have, not even just with people. You got to set boundaries with yourself. You got to set boundaries with yourself, right? Okay, I'm gonna fuck with Mad Dog. I ain't seen him in a while. I gotta fuck with him. I'm a stick to 1 Four Loko a day, right? That's a boundary that you setting for yourself, right? Now, if you don't enforce that, what's gonna happen? You might have 2, you might have 3, right? You might have 1.5, right? I'm gonna drink half, and I'm gonna drink half, and I'm gonna say the rest for later. I'm gonna drink tomorrow. That's still overstepping your own boundaries, right? Which is the worst thing you can do. It's one thing to let somebody else overstep, but when you overstep on yourself, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? But there's boundaries that you got to set for yourself, right? That's how you grow. That's how you progress. That's how you. I'm gonna use Big A for instance, right? Most of us have. If you haven't seen his journey, it's all over Facebook. It's all over social media. My man get up 1 o'clock in the morning faithfully every day. You think I'm bullshitting? Go watch the lives. Putting in work. I saw it myself. I was there. I could have threw something at him, hit him in the head. I was right there for like 3-4 hours. I was tired of watching it. I just felt like, dang, I need to do a curl or something. But this is normal to him, y'all. This is normal to him now. You know what I'm saying? Because what? He established those boundaries for himself. And he ain't crossing them. And look at the results. My man went from a keg to a 6-pack. From a keg to a 6-pack. So these boundaries are very important, y'all. Very important. I hope y'all hear me. Hope y'all hear me. Cause I don't care where you at in life. I don't care what level you at, right? If you feel that you well off, you successful, you've accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish, there's still always more growth, right? There's always more that you can do. You can never, it don't stop, right? That's why I named the channel Men at Work. Cause I don't care if you 80, I don't care if you 8. There's always work to be done, right? There's always room for improvement. as men, right? So this is why I wanted to talk about boundaries, because me personally, y'all, like, man, and I'm kind of mad. I'm not mad at myself, but it's more so just like because when I think about all the years, right, and all the money and all the time just wasted, right, because I didn't have boundaries in play, or the ones that I did have in play, I wasn't enforcing, right? So this is why, especially the young men that are going to hear this, right? You're in your prime years, right? These are these years, your early 20s, right? Your teens, your early 20s, late 20s, going to your 30s. Those are your prime years. Those are the years of time where the majority of the things that you do are going to determine the latter years of your life. You got men out here that did everything they were supposed to do in their latter years. They established those boundaries. They stood 10 toes, and they're reaping the benefits now, right? They in their 40s and their 50s and their 60s. Now they downhill. They downhill. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you riding that bike, you gotta go up that hill. You ain't got no gears. You just straight 1 horsepower. Like shit. You gotta stop and break, take a break, catch your breath, you get back on. You might even have to get off and walk up the hill. But guess you got up that motherfucker. Then when you get to the top of the hill, guess what? All you got to do is get on there and coast. You can put your feet up on the handlebar, just coast. Easy sailing, going downhill, right? So this is what I'm saying. If you set those boundaries early on in life, right? It's gonna benefit you later on, right? So the ones that didn't do that, like me, it still ain't over for you. I don't care how old you are, right? It's never over. As long as you got breath in your lungs, right? You got in the right state of mind, you got your limbs, right? You ain't gotta have the best health. You can get in shape, get in good health. But as long as you got your body and your mind, bro, get to it. Get to it. But yeah, step one, y'all, is definitely establishing those boundaries. I'm not gonna eat after this time. I'm not going I'm not gonna smoke no more. I'm not gonna drink no more. I'm gonna cut back. I ain't gonna smoke a pack a day. Whatever it might be, whatever it is, set those boundaries, man. Everybody want to talk about, oh, it's the new year. Okay, well, let that be your resolution. Let that be the umbrella, setting boundaries. Because anything else that you're trying to accomplish this year, I promise you it'll fall right up under there. Because you're gonna need boundaries to get it. Oh, this year, man, I'm trying to make $1 million. Yeah, me too. But guess what? Ain't neither one of us gonna accomplish it without boundaries. Oh man, this year I'm trying to finish my car I've been working on, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm customizing this car and shit, man. I've been having this joint for like 5-6 years. I'm trying to finish it. You know why you ain't finished it yet? Boundaries. Boundaries. So once you set those boundaries in place, you have to stick to them. You have to stick to them. You got to. But what's up with y'all, man? I ain't gonna be preaching on here all damn day. What's good with y'all, man? What's up? What's going on? What's the newest, latest? Don't get quiet now in the chat. Wait, let me hear. Do y'all tell me some of y'all boundaries, man? Mad Dog said ice. ah, ice, baby. Yeah, ice off the hook, man. Ice off the hook right now. There's a lot going on. Once again, boundaries. ah, boundaries, man, doctor. That fit right into what I'm talking about. Because that border is what? That border is a boundary. You don't stay. You don't stay within the boundaries, man. They come, ICE coming for you, man. They coming for you. Right now, I said, Minister, yeah, yeah. President Bud Ice. Yeah, does anybody have anything to say about the topic? We talking about boundaries. And now they fingers tied now, y'all. Yeah. Everybody fingers tied now, huh? Yeah, they quiet now. Oh, y'all thinking. Okay. Tony said full boundaries. Okay. Okay. At least you got them, Tony. Some of us don't have them at all. At all. Now, it's crazy. I had this same conversation earlier today, y'all, with a I don't want to call him I call him a displaced brother. I don't want to call him a homeless dude, you know what I'm saying? But he is homeless. But had the same conversation with him. He agreed. He said, yeah, man, you right. Because if I'd established boundaries early on, I wouldn't be out here on the street. I'm like, well, you by him being able to acknowledge that, right? There's hope for him. The ones that just still in delusion and don't want to take accountability, they screwed, man. They fucked. There ain't no hope for them, man. Ain't no hope for them unless they wake up and it's 2026. I think even if you wake up now, it's you so far behind the 8 ball, bro. Good luck. Good luck. He said, "Stop it." Man, where you been at, man, doctor, man? You had me scared, bro. I'm talking about for months. I'm like, hey, I was like, anybody heard Mad Doctor? Ain't nobody there, right? Nah, we don't know that. I'm like, what? My man, all right? You good, player? I'm like, dipped on me for some months. I'm like, I ain't seen Mad Doctor in the building in a minute. See, I only had Tony to talk shit with, man. We know you don't, Tony. We all know. By now, I think everybody know Tony has no problem enforcing his boundaries. At this point, I don't think nobody. We know. Don't nobody else know, Tony. I know you ain't got no problem enforcing your boundaries. He said, "Drop the link." Sweet, sweet. Hold on. Let me see here. Nah, Tony. Sometimes, bro. I mean, yeah. Sometimes it's better to be, uh, just be quiet and observe. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to speak. You know what I'm saying? You got to say something. You got to address it, right? But that's something that I had to learn the hard way. Is when, right? When, like knowing the right time and the right situation to address an issue or to address you know what I'm saying, certain things when it comes to motherfuckers stepping on boundaries. And when you just it don't even need to be said. You just your actions will speak, you know what I'm saying, for you. You don't even need to say nothing. But yeah. He said four logos roll up. Ah. What Cliff say? Yeah, yeah. It especially in the streets, Cliff. It's difficult. Really in any industry in any facet of life. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it, bro. You got to do it. Whether no matter what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's boundaries still got to be in play, right? You gonna let motherfucker come short every time? Come on, man. You let me get it for 8 last week. You can't. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what you doing, you have to establish those boundaries. You got to. Got to. Got to. For your peace, right? Because at the end of the day, for me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself. My peace, it has no price tag on it, right? The value is so great that it has no value, if that makes sense. The value is so big, so tremendous that it has no value. That's how valuable it is to me. That there's no price tag that you can put on it. There's no number amount that you look. Come on, man. I give you nope, nope. And my boundaries reinforce my peace. I'm able to maintain a level of peace, right? Because by myself, I'm at peace anyway. But when I'm dealing with others or anything outside of me, right, I have to enforce those boundaries. Got to. Yeah. Trying to make sure I'm catching up with these. Make sure I ain't missing nobody in the chat. But yeah, y'all. We got a lot coming, y'all. A lot. We about to hit y'all head this year, man. New content, more in depth lives. More. Not really more information. This because nothing's really changed, y'all. My whole mission statement is still the same, man. It's still the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm a wealth of knowledge, and like I said in the prior live, like what does it benefit me, right, to take all this with me? God forbid, but something we don't know when our day and time is. Something could happen to me tonight. You know what I'm saying? I could die in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Something could happen to me tomorrow. And all this information, all this knowledge is gonna go with me. So I gotta get it out there. I gotta put it out there. Gotta put it out there. Got to. But boundary, I wanted to talk about boundaries because in my opinion, that's one of the foundational stones or foundational pillars, I should say, when it comes to building yourself, but building manhood, right? All right, for instance, like when I was younger, it's certain old heads, certain family members, certain old heads around the way. Um, like I said earlier, they're considered as assholes or they mean, right? But now looking back and thinking about certain situations where uh they were people perceived or try to interpret what them enforcing their boundaries as them being an asshole or them being mean. But being a man now, living, going through what I've gone through, seeing the things I've seen, experiencing the things I've experienced, I don't think they was wrong. If somebody pop up at your house, right, unannounced, and you don't open the door and let them in, is that mean? Is that being an asshole? Or is that just enforcing boundaries? Because if I told your ass, don't come over here without calling first, and you still pop the hell up, whose fault is that? Vernon, what's good? Salute, salute. Whose fault is that, y'all? If somebody pop up at my house unannounced, and I told their ass, don't come over here without calling first, right? You ain't call, I ain't text you, tell you it's cool, you pop, none of that. And you pop up at my house. And I don't let you in, I don't answer the door. And now you got an attitude. Whose fault is that? That's your fault. So if you want to go tell the world, you want to tell everybody, oh, I see you ain't let me in, that's messed up. I thought we was cool. I'm sitting outside in the cold. That's your fault. Because I told your ass, don't be popping up over here. So if you don't want to be cool with me no more, if you got a problem with me now, or it is what it is. And I'm going to sleep good tonight. And I ain't going to dream about you sitting outside my house. These are boundaries, y'all. You can't allow people to manipulate you into allowing them to step over that line. Take it back to basketball, y'all. You can't pay the ref off. Your foot was over the line. No, it wasn't. Come on, ref. Come on, man. I got 5 bands for you, man. Come on, man. I got too much riding on this game, man. I got 5 bands for you, man. Come on. You got to call it my way. Nope. Boundaries are boundaries. You stepped over the line. Penalties that come with that. Because you knew not to step over the line. You still did it. I don't care why you did it. You did it. So guess what? You got to deal with the consequences. Because if I don't make you deal with these consequences, what's going to happen? You're going to be a habitual line stepper. That's right, Vernon. You better let them sit outside, because if you don't, guess what? They're going to be popping up all the time. All the time. All the time. Now it's going to be even harder to enforce them boundaries. Why? Because you've been letting them step all over them for so long that now when you try to enforce them, now they really get to feel some type of way. Well, you've been letting me do it. Why is it a problem now? No, Cole Jones, salute, salute. You are an asshole, Vernon. You are an asshole. Guess why? Because like I said earlier, I've been saying it the whole live. You will be considered, to the habitual line steppers, you are an asshole. To the habitual line steppers, right? You are mean. He's mean. He's an asshole. I don't like him. Good. Good. That means my boundaries are being enforced. So you stay your ass on the other side of that line, and you can pout and cry and whine. Just don't get no tears, no snot across this line, and we good. We good. And this is something, y'all, that I'm pretty sure most of y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We talk a good game. Oh no, you did that, especially when we was younger, right? But it may be, I don't know, you got a sore spot, maybe it's your old lady or something, or what the little, you know what I'm saying, little joint you just started talking to, and she, well, baby, can I? You don't tell nobody. Nope, you can't let. I don't care who it is. You gotta enforce them boundaries and stand 10 toes. 10 toes. It's in the title code. We're talking about boundaries. Boundaries. Do you have them? And if you have them, are you enforcing them? That's what we talking about. That's right. You better call before you come by. You be sitting outside. I'm trying to tell you, you guys, it shit. Ask whoever you want to ask. Yeah, he sure will. And he don't care neither. He'll let you, you bang on the door. Bang too much, you be really gonna force them boundaries. Coach said every day, yep. Got to, man. Got to. Got to. Especially this day and age, man. Cause people just, I don't know, bro. Y'all tell me if maybe I'm tripping, but what y'all experiencing? But man, the youngest out here wilding, they ain't got no respect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a shiesty on in 102-degree weather and hoodies. I still ain't figured that shit out. I still ain't figured that out. It'd be 102 and they got a baklava on with a Hellstar hoodie. It's like, what? Okay, maybe the children now are made different. Maybe they all anemic. I don't know, but I know you wouldn't catch me in no 100-degree weather with no damn hoodie on and a baklava. Black at that, black hoodie, black ski mask, and it's 100 degrees outside. Maybe I'm tripping, but like I don't know. It's just different now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at that age, y'all, where like, you know, when I was young and I look at the old heads, like, oh, look at this old ass nigga. You always complain about some shit. Look at it. Now I'm at that age, and it's not that I'm always complaining. It's just it's just my observation, right? And my delivery sounds like I'm bitching or I'm complaining, right? But it's crazy out here, man. This is why I wanted to do this live, because I think now more than ever, having the boundaries established and enforcing them, I think is more important in today's time than any other time in history. Be honest with you. For one, right, with social media, with the internet, right, but just the tech that's out now, right, GPS, tracking devices, air tags, you have so many resources and options to use, right, to be a habitual line stepper, right. For instance, take it out of like the direct like person to person contact, right? Somebody can cross a boundary on social media, on the internet, right? They can cross boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a personal or in-person thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody can cross your boundaries from the UK. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be in the country. They can be Africa and be crossing boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So now I think more than ever, man, you have to establish those boundaries, man. At work, you know what I'm saying? If you go to school, if you got a business, you online, you do content, like I don't care what, you have to establish those boundaries, man. Y'all ain't nobody about to be calling me at 2:00 in the morning asking me about taxes or how I do this, or I'm trying to what you think about this song at 3:00 in the morning. I get back to you. MK will tell you, Dickie will tell you, I get back to you. But guess what? It ain't gonna be at no 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Gotta establish them boundaries, y'all. Bernie said they want a puppy but can't feed it. He said keyboard curry. That's what I said, bro. Maybe we ain't as solid or as tough as we thought we was. Cause man, I'll be out there with a wife beater or just the no shirt on and still be cooking. And they out there with a hoodie on, not a black tee and a ski mask, a whole hoodie with the ski mask up over there. Mind you, it's already hot. You can't breathe. It's hot. It's humid. They got the ski mask over their face, over their mouth and nose, right? And they got the hoodie up on their head. So I guess when they say, oh, demon time on demon time, they really demons. The sun don't cook them like it cook us, because They already been to hell. You know what I'm saying? They hell ready. That's why I guess why they wear hell star. But man, it's different out here, man. It's different. But yeah, boundaries, y'all. Gotta enforce them boundaries, man. If you don't have them, you gotta put them in place and enforce them. Got to. Got to. I ain't gonna say you got to. You do what you want to do. But remember this live. Do what you want to do, but remember this live. I'm telling you. And it's gonna be difficult, especially if you don't have no boundaries or you've been letting people step all over, out of bounds, them habitual line steppers. Yeah, like I said, them habitual line steppers. They do it for so long that it becomes the norm to them. So when you try to enforce those boundaries, they get in their feelings. They get upset. That's why I say now, moving forward in life, y'all, I will never again. I don't care who it is. Hell nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Just the amount of time. My biggest issue, y'all, is the amount of time and money that I lost over the years. Not that I didn't have them boundaries in place, but I wasn't enforcing them. Right? I wasn't standing 10 toes. No. But I would no. But why you no? Man, eventually they gonna get tired of hearing no, right? And most of my family, friends, associates, they'll tell you. When he say no, he mean no. Most of them don't like hearing no, so they don't ask me. They go to somebody else and ask them to ask me. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to hear. I guess my nose is harsh. It cut them. They feel it. Oh. He told me no. Oh. It hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So they want to hear it from somebody else. Bird said, you know they phony. Gotta be, bro. Unless you put degree all over your body, I know they sweaty as hell, man. It smell like a locker room. But yeah, man. So like I was saying, once you establish those boundaries, y'all, you enforce them, right? What eventually happens is people will start to accept those boundaries, right? Whether they're old boundaries or new boundaries, right? They're gonna have to, right? Now, also, there will be some people who, no matter how much you establish that the boundaries is not, this line is not moving, they're gonna continue to test, right? Those are the people that you're gonna have to just cut the fuck off. They gotta go. The habitual line steppers, they are not going to leave. Their whole goal is to wipe that line out, to get rid of it. And they will stop at nothing to see that happens, right? People like that, you got to cut them off. You got to cut them off because it's deeper than just them wanting what they want, right? That's a person that doesn't have your best interest at heart and has no respect for you whatsoever. You don't want nobody like that around you, period, anyway. That's just a op, you know what I'm saying? An op that you don't know is an op, but you ain't looking at it as an op. You know what I'm saying? That's a person, that's your enemy. That's who that is. They ain't taking you off the list, Tony. They ain't taking you off. No, sir. You gonna have to take them off. They ain't taking you off the list. Because look at it like this, huh? If they put you on the list, right? The only way they taking you off the list is to think about a hitman. He got a list, all the names of the people he got to knock off, right? He only scratch the name off when the mission's accomplished. So if that line is still present, they ain't accomplished the goal. So they can't scratch your name off. You got to scratch theirs off. They got to go. And once you do that, I'm telling y'all, it's difficult. I've done it. Probably got some family members right now that cut off in the live. You know what I'm saying? Watching and just eavesdropping and shit. Going back telling everybody else, I don't give a damn. My boundaries are my boundaries. You gonna either respect them or it is what it is. Take it how you want. I don't care. And once you get into that frame of mind, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's a level of peace and just tranquility that you can't replicate that shit, man. Seriously, you can't. You can't. It's something that I'm like, I love it, but I wish I could have been in this mental space, you know what I'm saying, years ago, decades ago. But the mind frame that I was in then, I would have messed it up. I wasn't mature enough. I hadn't gone through enough. I tell y'all all the time, you know what I'm saying? You have to go through the fire. You got to go through hell to get to heaven. You got to. Got to. So I understand now that me setting boundaries is not to hurt somebody else or to, push them away. It's for me to have my peace. I came in this world by myself. I'm going to leave by myself. Right? And as a man, I know that at the end of the day, the only person that truly has my back is me. The only person I expect, right, to truly have my back is me. And how do I have my back? How do I protect myself and watch out for myself? By establishing those boundaries and enforcing them. So if y'all don't take nothing away from this live, man, I want y'all to take that away, man. If you don't have any boundaries in your life, you need to sit your ass down and come up with a plan, player. If you do have boundaries in play, but you're not enforcing them the way you should, hey, man, you better lace up. Mexican got on boots. You better lace them up and let's go. Because I'm telling you, man, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. To the point where certain people, you've let the habitual line steppers, you have to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been allowed to overstep those boundaries for so long that it's damn near impossible for them to even comprehend respecting them. Because they never had to. You never forced them to do it. But yeah, man, I'm about to wrap this thing up, y'all. Got to get back to work. It don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop. But y'all be safe. I missed y'all, man. We back in full effect, man. I'm so starting next week. We be back. Men at Work will be back. Shit, I don't even remember damn what time. What was it? 11 to 12 Central Time. Doing the lives. I'm gonna still be doing random lives. Whenever I feel like going live, I got something I want to talk about. But we got more content coming. More interesting, more in-depth content and just topics. And as always, like I tell y'all, give me some input. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all dealing with? What's going on with y'all? Right? And I think what I'm gonna do, open panel. Used to have the open panel on Fridays. I think now I'm gonna do the open panels on Saturdays. I know most of y'all, you know what? I don't even think I'm gonna do the 11 to 12. I don't even think I'm gonna do 11 to 12. I'm gonna do later on in the day. Probably around this like 6, 7 during the week, and then on the weekends, probably around the same time on Saturday, about 6 or 7. Yeah. That way it gives y'all more time. New people want to come and watch the live, all the OGs, know most of y'all work, you got businesses, you know what I'm saying, y'all working, y'all met at work, you feel me? So I know during the day, some of y'all you be watching me on your break, or you know, had the earbud in, be trying to listen. So I think I'm gonna start doing the lives in the PM. Yep. But yeah. But y'all be safe. Damn. Awesome. Just get what salute, man. What's good, man? He probably just like, oh shit, he live. What's good, man? Back like I left my wallet and the keys. Shout out Big A, man. But yeah, so y'all tap in, man. Y'all be safe. As always, keep your head on the swivel, man. Watch out for the fucking hook, man. Watch out for that hook, man. And y'all be safe, man. I see y'all, man, in the not the AM, in the PM. Y'all be safe, man. Peace.
Okay, so you watch the show. Now it's time to level up. Hit that join button and get the VIP treatment. Early access, behind the scenes, and even shout-outs on the spot. Get in the mix with the real ones, breeders, fans, and all the dog lovers. Join the fam, be a part of something bigger. Starting at just $1, you get access to the best content we got. And that's not all. Members get 10% off all merch and gear. Plus, you're on the priority list for getting your next pup. You're in the loop. To join, just click the join button below this video. Pick your tier and boom, you're part of the squad.
We built different.